Hey guys, today we're gonna make Kanom. We're gonna start off by boiling the water in our steamer. Make sure to have a kitchen towel tied to your lid to prevent the steam and water from dripping down into your dessert. We're gonna start off by getting 2 big bowls and a whisk. In each bowl, we're gonna add about 1 cup of tapioca starch or flour. Then in each bowl, we're gonna add half a cup of rice flour. Each bowl, add half a cup of sugar. I like it a little bit sweeter, so I add a whole spoonful of sugar and then I add a half cup of sugar. This is the brand of coconut milk that I use, and we're gonna add 1 whole cup into each bowl. Next, we're gonna add a whole cup of water into each bowl, and I like to water down the coconut milk can and just get the water from there. So there's 2 different extracts that you can use. You can use either pandan or jasmine. Jasmine's a little bit stronger. There's also a couple ways of doing this. You can do the pandan for the green color and jasmine for the white color, or you could just use either or. You could just use jasmine or you could use pandan. But today I'm just going to use the pandan. I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon into each bowl, but the bowl on the left is gonna be my white color, so I'm not gonna add so much because I want it to be as white as possible. This is the food coloring that I use. It's dark green. I'm gonna add a couple drops, and then if I need more, I will add more. The bowl on the right is my green color. Before adding the color, we're going to start whisking the flour with the liquid. Try to be as slow and careful as you can because you don't want everything jumping out of the bowl. But it is going to be hard because the flour will be stuck to the bottom of the bowl, but just be really patient. I'm going to fast forward this part a little bit, but just make sure you carefully mix both bowls until everything is dissolved. Now we're gonna add a few drops of food coloring, and it's optional to make it green. You can make it any color, blue, purple, pink, but I'm gonna use green. I think I'm gonna add a few more drops because I want it a little bit darker. We're gonna get 2 separate bowls about the same size so that we can strain the batter. We want to get any clumps and lumps out so that the batter can be as smooth as possible. By the time you're done making your batter, your steamer should be hot and ready to start. Before starting, remember to turn your pot between medium and low. If it's any heat higher than that, your layers will not come out smooth. Let's start by inserting your nonstick pan. It could be a round pan or a square pan, whichever works for you and whatever fits into your steamer. And we're gonna add about a whole cup of the batter. The cup that I'm using is a half a cup, so adding 2 cups will make it 1 whole cup. Cover it with the lid and leave a slight crack, steaming it for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, remove the lid and add the next layer. Cover, leaving a slight crack, and steam for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, remove the lid and add the next layer. Try to pop any big bubbles that will prevent the surface from being smooth. Then cover and steam for another 7 minutes. After those 7 minutes, add in your next layer and increase your timing to 8.5 minutes. After those 8.5 minutes, go ahead and add another layer for another 8.5 minutes. Don't forget to leave a slight crack where the lid is so that the steam can come out. After those 8.5 minutes, add in another layer and increase your time to 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, add in your last layer and let it cook for 10 minutes. There won't be much batter left for the last layer, so just shift it around with the utensil to make sure you get it spread evenly. After those 10 minutes, take it out of the steamer and give it a quick shake. Make sure it doesn't jiggle, make sure that it's firm, that lets you know that it's fully cooked, and let it cool for 1.5 hours to 2 hours on the countertop, in your refrigerator, or outdoors if it's cold. After it's completely cool, just place it on your table or countertop and just pull at the edges like I am so it's easier to pop out. Don't forget to lay out some parchment paper before flipping it over. Be sure to have a really sharp knife and some melted coconut oil on the side so that you can brush your knife. It will be easier for cutting. There's no real right or wrong way of cutting this, but I like to cut mine into thirds, and then it's easier to cut into smaller pieces. After every few cuts, you want to oil your knife again so that you get a really clean cut. And that is all, guys. That is how I make my Kanom sun dessert. I hope you guys liked the video. Enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe.